These US military guys are so mean. They made up their mind not to display any beautiful performance in this parade because the other guys on the red and black, you can see how they're matching so perfectly well in their costumes. Everything just befits that they are actually out to give a good performance for this birthday presentation. But when it comes to the US military, you can see that they are so mean. They're not even swinging their arms. Their facial expression, everything about them just shows that they are not in a mood to match. They are not ready to match. Maybe their presence just depict that, okay, they just want to give a little respect, or they just want the world to actually see that they something is actually wrong and their needs have not been met, and then they really have an issue that needs or scores that needs to be settled. Hi everyone, you're welcome to Sspace. I love it so much, my returning subscribers, and for new subscribers, you're welcome to Oma'S. This is an interesting channel. I'll be reacting to a big one today, a military match, which has become the talk of the town today. I just saw this parade and I want to react to it. So please big up yourself and stay tuned. Kindly watch to the very end, and also do not forget to leave your comments in the comment section and videos you want me to react to. Let's dive right into today's video.
Rank upon rank moving in unison, each move exquisitely enacted. Precision, poise, perfection. Military drill performed exceptionally like this looks amazing. This doesn't look so good. Lackluster, lamentable, laughable? Military drill is a high-stakes business, so the question is, to drill or not to drill? Drooping the colour in Britain, officially known as the King's Birthday Parade. It takes place every year at Horse Guards Parade in London on the official birthday of the monarch. And I've been lucky enough to witness this precision spectacle several times, and it never fails to impress me. This time the Coldstream Guards are trooping their colour. Contrast this scene with another parade happening thousands of miles away.
Receive specialized training for fighting in mountainous conditions. After periods spent in active...
Washington, D.C., the US Army Grand Birthday Parade. And if I was being unkind, I'd say some of them were ambling rather than marching. And if they can't put the effort in here, what would they be like on the battlefield? But maybe they've got it right. Perhaps the British military is far too obsessed with drill. It's of no use, some would argue, simply an anachronistic throwback to when Britain mattered, and we're desperate to cling to that. I think I disagree though, and here's why. Foot drill, or just drill, goes back thousands of years. Soldiers would march into battle, be expected to gather in a formation, and react to words of command from their commanders once the battle got underway. The colours being trooped or shown here would also be used on that battlefield. Troops would rally around the colours. It was their focal point. It was their honour. Although this sort of battlefield is consigned to history, modern commanders say learning it fosters military discipline, as it requires instant obedience to commands and synchronised completion of those commands with the others in the unit. A skill set much needed in the modern battle space. Drill also forges a bond within regiments. The Coldstream's colours carry their battle honours, keeping that knowledge alive and relevant to the current crop of guards. Symbolic meanings everywhere. See these axe-wielding mounted troops? They're farriers. After a battle...
Guys, I've never seen a march past like this. It just seems as if they're being forced to march to something. And this is actually a birthday presentation, which is supposed to be, so beautiful. The parade is supposed to be, so wonderful. They're supposed to give in their best performance and all of that. They were just walking. It seemed like they were offended, or they have issues with the rulership and all of that, or maybe they have some demands that actually need to be met which are not being met, and that is why they have to walk in such a way in a parade. Man, I can't believe this. This is just something that I least expected them to do. In my own opinion, I think if there were actually differences between maybe the government and the military, it should be something that should have been settled maybe in a roundtable discussion and all of that before the parade, or probably something like that has already taken place and their demands were not met. It already displays the attitude to the whole parade issue, already display that they are displeased about maybe certain issues and all of that. I mean, this is becoming so interesting, and I want to dig deep into this. Let's dive more into the video and watch more, guys.
Axe-wielding mounted troops, they're farriers. After a battle, they would use the point on the axe to dispatch fatally wounded horses, and the axe itself to cut off a hoof, which had the horse's army number inscribed on it, to be given to the quartermaster to prove the horse had died. And drill isn't just for Guards regiments. The senior services drill ability was tested in front of the world as they pulled the gun carriage carrying the late Queen at her funeral, here rehearsing before the solemn occasion. Then there's field gun, dismantling, carrying and reassembling an ancient gun, absolutely of no use practically, except how it develops teamwork and fosters camaraderie.
The 7th Infantry Division stationed at Joint Base Lewis McChord has been seeing continuous combat action ever since activation.
Which brings us back to the US Army Birthday Parade. And the simple question I've got, if you're going to go to the bother of marching, why not try and do it well? Because let's face it, the image it's projecting here isn't exactly awe-inspiring.
Have been awarded.
A world away from Moscow or Pyongyang. The question I asked at the start of this was to drill or not to drill. Well, that's up to each government or each regime. But if you do it, do it well. Tim Cooper, BFBS Forces News.
Guys, I mean, these US military guys are so mean. They made up their mind not to display any beautiful performance in this parade, because the other guys on the red and black, you can see how they're matching so perfectly well in their costumes. Everything just befits that they are actually out to give a good performance for this birthday presentation. But when it comes to the US military, you can see that they are so mean. They're not even swinging their arms. The facial expression, everything about them just shows that they are not in a mood to match. They are not ready to match. Maybe their presence just depicts that, okay, they just want to give a little respect, or they just want the world to actually see that something is actually wrong and their needs have not been met, and then they really have an issue that needs, or scores that needs to be settled. So guys, this US military, they really mean it down to the end, because from the beginning of the parade down to this point, I can see that they are determined not to match. I mean, this is their own presentation that they have to give, because in the recent, I think they would have given their best, performance if they actually did something, like if they actually came out with the mindset to match. I know they would have given their best performance, but this is so serious that they have meant it, that they're not going to match. From their facial expression, from their walking, everything shows it. Guys, this this display of parade is something that I haven't seen. This is my first time seeing it, and I just said I need to react to this video because it's captivated my attention. Please do well to always giving your contribution on other videos you want me to, react to, and your comment in to this reaction. What do you think about this parade? Please do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe and share this video. Hope to see you guys again in my next video. Have a wonderful time.